Welcome to Weeping Willow Homestead. Today I have a food pantry haul for you. This is our local county-run food pantry. You are allowed to come in twice a month. The one day is a set day in the month, and it is what they call Commodities Day, and it's the things that are more government subsidized, and it's you get what you get. You walk through, they give you certain items, and you leave. You don't get a choice. The other day, you choose what day of the month you want to come in based on the days that they are open and that works best for your schedule and when you are needing the help the most. So like if you're waiting for that next paycheck to come in, that kind of thing. And then it is you shop, and so you get to choose what you want. So it'll be like a shelf of canned goods and you get to choose 4, or a shelf of breakfast options and you get to pick 1. So like cereals and granolas, oatmeal, those kind of things. So that was today. So it was the day that we got to choose to go in. And it happens to be the first day of spring. Also, excuse me if I sound exhausted. I am. Dealing with a little bout of insomnia, and then on top of that, my mama passed away last night. My last living grandparent. She was 88, the cutest little grandma that anybody could ask for. She was like 5 foot tall, adorable little old lady, led a beautiful, amazing life. I am obviously sad that she's gone, but I'm also ecstatic that she is hanging out in heaven with Jesus today, probably fishing with her husband, who passed away 12 years ago. And yeah, so I did not get but like maybe 3 hours of sleep last night. So sorry if I'm a little less than spunky today. All right, let's jump in and see what we were blessed with. So over here, they had a lot of meat this time, which was cool. Some of this mini cubed ham, that will be super nice. It says great as a pizza topper. I agree. I will probably use it for that, or use it in scrambled eggs, or I don't know. We'll come up with something for it. A thing of honey ham, and this has been frozen, so I'll just put it in the refrigerator and it will be good to go. Didn't know if you could do that. You can freeze lunch meat. So if you find a good deal on it, buy it and then freeze it for later. A big thing of chicken breasts, which is awesome. I may end up like partially thawing this enough to get it split apart, and then I could put 3 in a baggie with like some marinade and 3 in a baggie with a different marinade or something like that to do. These looked interesting. They are Trader Joe's brand sun-dried tomato and basil chicken tenders. So those are cool. We got a gallon of milk, a thing of French toast, which I don't think my kids have ever had. I know they have never had store-bought French toast before. So that will be a nice, quick and easy breakfast. A thing of ice cream bars, and then this rule-breaking rustic veg pizza. Looks delicious if you ask me. We'll see whether my kids will like it or not. And it's even vegan, so cool. We're not vegan by any stretch, but hey, if you need something, I'll let you know whether that's any good or not. We had a miscellaneous shelf that we could pick off of, so I picked mustard, which is a weird one, but we're currently completely out of mustard in the house. Oops. So I picked up that, and those little packets are always handy. And then a thing of peanut butter. They had another miscellaneous shelf, and let me think this through. You got to pick 4 items. Okay, so these counted as 1, the 4-pack counted as 1, and then I picked a can of salmon and a can of tuna. So that was my 4 off of that shelf. Drinks-wise, we got 7 waters, 1 water for each member of our household, and then 7 other drinks. So this is a sampling of what we picked up. I'm not going to show them all because counter space. 2 non-food items, I picked up 2 things of zinc. Figured that one probably more for the kids because it is 15 milligrams of zinc. And then this is a 30 milligram of zinc. And I have noticed since we have started taking zinc and homemade elderberry syrup on the regular, we have not had illnesses. So we're just going to keep that up through at least the next couple of months. Although my holistic doctor recommends taking zinc all year round, all the time, because we just don't get enough of it in our diets. Anyway, we have a bag of beautiful apples, everything from nice big ones to smaller ones. So we picked up some of those. I picked up, they had a big box of lemons, so I did an entire bag of those. I love adding fresh lemon to my water, and I drink like a giant thing of water every day, so I will use an entire lemon every day. If they start to go bad, I will juice them and put them in ice cube trays and freeze them, and then I can just drop a couple of ice cubes or 1 or 2 in my drink and do it like that. 2 bags of onions, which was awesome because I'm almost out of those. Breads wise, and I'm going to show you more later, these were the 2 dessert items that we chose. These kolaki, we have picked these up before and they are quite tasty. It's essentially just pie dough with cream cheese and jelly in them, but they're tasty. And then this is a pound cake? Let me see if I can read it right quick. A sour cream pudding cake. And what I will do with that is I will slice it and then I'll put it in the freezer, and the kids can get a piece of it as their breakfast. We always do, they have to have a grain, a protein, and a fruit. So that will be their grain. We got 2 items off of a snacky shelf, so we picked the buttermilk ranch pieces and then some more of those Pringles. And then there was another miscellaneous shelf that we could pick 2 off of. I need flour, and I picked up another thing of those mini peanut butter chocolate chips because yum. 4 items. Okay, they had, let me think here. We got to pick 1 fruit. Where is the fruit? Because that's 1, 2. Oh, no. Okay, I picked the mandarin oranges. Yeah. And then they have a shelf up above all the other ones that are for larger families, for households of 5 or more. And we're 7. So, we could pick off of that. So because of that, I picked this big can of black beans because I thought at some point we do once a month after church meals. And I thought that would be something that I could do something with, like do some kind of black bean dip or a salad or a like salsa of some kind. So I picked that up. This is apricot halves, and my kids like these. So I will either recan them, or I could dehydrate them and have apricots, like dried apricots, or I can make them into jam. All of those sound delicious. And then my other 2 were baked beans, and peas is one of the few canned vegetables that my kids like. Cereals wise, I chose this granola. We really like the Bare Naked brand, and then the Simply Elizabeth are both really, we have not met one that we didn't like. We could pick 7 random snacky things off of a tray, off of a shelf, and it was 1 per each member of your household. So I did 2 of the cheddar and sour cream, 2 of the Cheesy's Crunchy, off-brand, and then 2 of these things of Trident gum. And then they have a table out front that is a take as much as you want, and they had these on there. So I grabbed just a handful of those I will probably try adding that to, I love mint tea, but I like mint tea with a little bit of cream in it. So I thought I would do those. So hang on just a second. And we got loaded up with bread. This was, let's see here. We got to choose so much of this, but then she also gave me some extra because, like, I chose this. I thought it would make maybe some good grilled cheese sandwiches. She gave me these because she said nobody else was taking them, partly because they're broken, and then they just didn't know what to do with them. I like to cut these like this and then put a little bit of garlic butter on them and toast them, and then we use them like with soup. So that's probably where those will go. Probably lunches sometime this week. She gave me these 2 loaves of French bread. They will make French bread pizzas perfectly. I chose the hot dog brioche buns. We will not use these for hot dogs. I dice them up and I make a French toast casserole with them. That's really good. She gave me these 2 because there is a spot of mold on both of them. So that's one of those where you use it at your discretion. Growing up, we would cut the moldy piece off and eat the rest of it. I will be giving those to my chickens, and she knew that's where they were going. And there's a good chance maybe even one of the French baguettes will go to the same thing. So that's a use at your own discretion on. We always did that with bread and cheese. We would cut the moldy bit off and keep going. So, yeah. And then on that table out front that they had take as much as you want, they had this package of naan, which makes great pizza dough as well. And then On that table out front, they also had 2 of these, which one of my kiddos just thinks is the greatest thing ever. So we picked up 2 of these cases of sparkling water as well. So yeah, huge blessing. Very happy to get all of this, especially those random things that we're running low on, like milk and lunch meat and the flour, those kind of things. And I'm so excited about having fresh lemons. I love fresh lemons in my water, but it's not something that I usually put on the grocery list, so having those is nice. So yeah, that is everything. I will say we are not going to do a meals of the week for this week. One, we had already been planning on going down to visit family. All of my nieces and nephews are on spring break this week, and so we were going to get together with them and do some fun activities and stay the night, 1 or 2 nights at my mom and dad's house. So we already had that going, and now we will probably end up having a funeral toward the end of this week to attend. So I would deeply appreciate all of your thoughts and prayers for my daddy, especially because he loved his mama. All 3 of his brothers and his sister were very close to their mom. She was an amazing woman, took care of them through a whole lot. They had a hard life. Yeah, we won't go into detail, but they had a hard life. They had a hard go of it as youngsters. So she was an amazing mom that saw them through it all, and they had an amazing dad as well. But yeah, so prayers for that. Like I said, I am sad that she is no longer with us, but I'm also ecstatic that she is fishing with Jesus in heaven today. So all right, if you need help, there is a link in the show notes of how to find food pantries in your area. Please seek it out. 90% of this food was going in the dumpster. It is expired, it is packages damaged, it is overstocked from the stores. So like those apples, the lemons, all of that was headed for the dumpster for whatever reason. So you are saving food from the dumpster while also supporting your family and helping you guys hopefully make ends meet like this is helping us do. We had a unexpected repair on my husband's truck that had to be done. So that was a chunk of change that came out this week. So that's what Food Pantry is helping us do, is make ends meet and be able to have that little bit of savings, so when that things come up, we can do it. So if that's you, if you just need a little bit of help, if you need a lot of bit of help, if you need help for 1 month, if you need help for the next 4 years, that's what the food pantries are there for. It's our community supporting our community. So, all right. Thank you so much for watching this. I hope you have a great day. Goodbye and God bless.